Let's now begin this bulletin by focusing on Iran. After a brief hiatus due to the coronavirus pandemic, tensions between the US and Iran are flaring up once again, with US President Donald Trump openly threatening to shoot Iranian vessels out of the water. The latest war of words started last week. Washington accused Iran of, and I quote, harassing their ships in the Gulf, a claim which Iran rejects. But on Wednesday, Trump took to Twitter with an open threat. Trump announced that US ships had been asked to destroy Iranian gunboats if they are harassed in Gulf waters. Listen in.
We don't want them anywhere near our boats, and so you know the order I gave. I don't think I have to say it again, but I've given that order. Under the Obama administration, it was taking place all the time. Under my administration, I gave this order early on, and nothing happened. They were very nice. There was no problem. But then I noticed yesterday they did that in a much lighter form, but they did that again. I said, we're not going to stand for it. So if they do that, that's putting our ships at danger and our great crews and sailors in danger. I'm not going to let that happen. And we will. They'll shoot them out of the water.
Tehran retorted by asking President Donald Trump to focus on the coronavirus crisis and save the lives of American troops infected by the virus. Escalating tensions further, Iran announced that it had successfully launched a military satellite into the orbit. The satellite, called Noor, or Light, is Iran's first military satellite and is orbiting at an altitude of 425 kilometers from the Earth's orbit. The US argues that the technology used to launch the satellite can also be used to launch long-range ballistic missiles. Tehran has denied these allegations. The 2015 nuclear deal requires Iran to pause its nuclear weapons program for 8 years. While the language of the deal is contested, Iran has maintained that its space program is peaceful and is in no way a cover for developing nuclear weapons. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, however, called the launch a violation of the nuclear deal and demanded that Iran be held accountable.
Every nation has an obligation to go to the United Nations and evaluate whether this missile launch was consistent with that Security Council resolution. I don't think it remotely is, and I think Iran needs to be held accountable for what they've done. They've now had a military organization that the United States has designated terrorists attempt to launch a satellite.